An epic journey into how your mind can betray your sight. Introduction. Can you trust your eyes? You open your eyes every day and assume the world you see is real. Colors are colors, shapes are shapes. What's in front of you is just there, right? Wrong. Your eyes may capture light, but it's your brain that decides what you actually see. In the brain, it's a storyteller, a guesser, a fast, pattern-loving machine that fills in gaps and interprets raw data in milliseconds. It helps you survive, navigate, and make sense of chaos, but it's not perfect. Enter optical illusions. These clever tricks of light, shape, perspective, and contrast expose the invisible shortcuts your brain takes every second, and they reveal something deeply unsettling yet fascinating. Reality is more subjective than we like to admit. Here are 10 optical illusions that will challenge your senses, confuse your mind, and prove that your vision isn't as reliable as you think. 1. The spinning dancer. Clockwise or counterclockwise? At first glance, it's just a black silhouette of a graceful ballerina twirling. Seems simple, but here's where the illusion begins. Half of the people watching will swear she's spinning clockwise, and the other half will insist she's spinning counterclockwise. So, who's right? Both, and neither. Myth busted. While some claim it indicates whether you're left or right brain dominant, there's no scientific evidence behind that. It's all about perception bias and visual processing. 2. The checker shadow illusion. Seeing what isn't there. Imagine a checkerboard pattern. Now add a cylinder casting a shadow over part of the board. Here's the shocker. One square inside the shadow looks significantly lighter than another square outside of it, but they are the same color. That's right, your brain has been tricked. 3. The cafe wall illusion. Straight lines that refuse to be straight. Look at a series of staggered black and white tiles arranged like bricks. Now focus on the horizontal lines separating the rows. They look bent, slanted, misaligned. But believe it or not, every single line is perfectly straight and parallel. 4. The Ames room, where giants and miniatures switch places. You're watching two people walk around a room. One seems freakishly tall, the other looks child-sized. But as they switch places, something wild happens. They magically change size. It's not CGI, it's geometry. The Ames room is a specially constructed space with skewed angles, tilted floors, and trapezoidal walls. To the camera or viewer, it looks like a regular rectangular room. But in reality, it's a warped space designed to manipulate depth perception. 5. The Mueller-Lyer illusion. Lines that lie. You're shown two horizontal lines of the same length. One has arrow tips pointing outward like, and the other has arrow tips pointing inward like. The line with outward arrows appears shorter than the one with inward arrows. But here's the catch. They're the same length. 6. The Troxler effect. When your brain erases reality, pick a spot in the center of a colorful, blurry image and stare at it. Don't move your eyes. 7. The lilac chaser, ghosts in motion that don't exist. This illusion begins with a ring of lilac-colored dots, one of which vanishes in a cycle. You stare at the center, and soon the lilac dots begin to fade, leaving a green dot spinning in their place. 8. The Kinesa triangle, seeing shapes that aren't there. You see a bright white triangle sitting on top of three Pac-Man-like shapes in three V-shaped lines. But here's the mind-blower. The triangle doesn't exist. 9. The Zollner illusion. When straight lines rebel. This illusion features several long, straight, parallel lines intersected by short diagonal lines. But your eyes insist those long lines are not parallel. They appear to tilt or splay apart. 10. The Ebbinghaus illusion. Context is everything. Here's the setup. Two circles of identical size. One is surrounded by smaller circles, the other by larger ones. The one surrounded by smaller circles appears larger, even though they're the same. This illusion proves how context alters perception. The brain doesn't evaluate an object's size in isolation. It compares it to its surroundings. In doing so, it draws conclusions that can be wildly inaccurate. It's not just about what you see, but how you see it in relation to everything else. So, what does this all mean? These illusions aren't just party tricks or viral images. They're windows into the machinery of your mind. They reveal how your brain is constantly filling in blanks, predicting movement, adjusting color and light, interpreting patterns and context. The human brain is miraculous, but it's not a camera. It doesn't record, it interprets. Drop your favorite in the comments and let your friends see if they fall for it too.